Hello, this is IPU and Lorena Saltierna Gomez celebrating Mother's Day, right? And we are very happy to have been around for almost 10 years with the communities, right? Nurturing the community's curiosity, and we are never going to quit from instructing, reciting, and providing some of the lectures that are for the best of the students who want to participate into the professional level or bachelor's degree, right? Here is Sunset. Say hi, hey. Say hi. The little baby, right? She's like stick, right? She's tall, right? She's not very little, right? She was in December, right? That we were having this program with you, right? And back then we were talking in regards of this gentleman, right? Who in Christmas Day he decided to give us a present to his family that he had decided to be a doctor, right? And for Mother's Day, we have the story of this great doctor who really did very good job. When she found out by high school level, right? Estamos celebrando el 10 de mayo, ¿verdad? Y le estamos enseñando a Sunset, right? Que ella está bien grandota, está bien largotota. Is supposed to be a very small dog. And que en diciembre estábamos hablando de un muchacho que había decidido darle las noticias de regalo a sus padres, que él había decidido y encontrado su vocación y que quería ayudar a su papá. Y esta muchacha, en este 10 de mayo, ella no fue en la secundaria como el niño, ¿verdad? Que había encontrado su verdadera vocación en ese tiempo, ¿verdad? Ella se tardó un poquito más, fue como en el high school, más o menos en la prepa, cuando se dio cuenta de su vocación, ¿verdad? Entonces ella decidió anunciarlo, ¿verdad? A su mamá, a su papá, ¿verdad? Y tomó en cuenta a su mamá ese día, ¿verdad? And she was interested in taking in consideration her mom, y tenía mucho interés en tomar en consideración a su mamá rather than boyfriend, en vez de un novio, one significant other, alguna persona que significara mucho para ella, for one day to have a family, para un día tener una familia. And the mother received the present of that news, y la mamá recibió como regalo el anuncio de la decisión de su hija. Her daughter had decided to be into the medical field, and it was fine with her, right? And she enjoyed for a few months, right, the news. Y la mamá disfrutó, ¿verdad? When finally worry the mother, ¿verdad? Y finalmente, después de varios meses, la mamá preocupada, ¿verdad? Por las cosas que probablemente ella no iba a poder asistir a su hija, such as assisting her daughter into the training and surgical techniques and into the practices of laboratories and testings, and because her major was business. La mamá de la muchacha tenía su licenciatura, era licenciada en negocios, tenía su maestría en negocios, y era un poco difícil, ¿verdad? But still she was able to manage. Y así la mujer, la madre, hizo 3 contactos importantes para la hija. And the mother made 3 very important contacts for the daughter. It was the director of the school and 2 ex-directors of the faculty, the medical faculty. And she had 3 tutors, right? Y la muchacha tuvo 3 tutores, el director y 2 ex-directores de la Universidad de Medicina. And she was talking to her daughter, hablando con la hija, la mamá le dijo que she had enough funds to pay for tutoring, right? Que ella tenía suficientes fondos because she was working with the family for a long time, que tenía ella dinero para poder pagar por tutoriales también, if she needed that, she could use those resources, ¿verdad? Que ella podría hacer uso de esos recursos, ¿verdad? And the girl went to find out people which was middle generations, right? From medical students, people who had the library, who had purchased all the books and had a storage, all the notes, all the testings to practice and inherited testings from other years, right? And this girl went around and rented their libraries. There were 3 of them also. And they all back up her very well during her training. And this was the advice of the mother, which was not able to be with her because she was on business, right? And this girl found the same problem every student finds, right? The problems the teachers, the instructors of 1-hour lectures, that her grades were neglected, right? And eventually, if it wouldn't be because all these people were gathering together, probably there would never be enough time to record the grades, the details, the essays, the topics, the speeches, the teamwork grades, and all the stuff, and the curves, the special work, the voluntary work, and every single detail. I'm very sure that a lecturer of 1 hour, right, will never be efficient to record them accordingly. And they were passed down, half done, to the administration, where the administration had so many things to go on, right? They had so many equipment to change around the school. They had so many instruments to take to get fixed. They had so many stuff to get cleaned. They had so many conferences to go for, meetings to go, and all the grades were postponed. Actually, the cards, the grade cards from those times were empty, didn't have anything. And by the time the students came to argue with the teachers, they didn't have nothing to do, and because they were mad against the students, they just wrote whatever low grade just to keep them calm down, and because the schools will never fail, right? And obviously the girl had these problems for 2 semesters. 2 semesters. Her name was like around the X, right? And she was really behind with grades, and to really take off and go on vacations and to keep up with some other studies, right? And until she had to talk to all these people and tutors, right? And the tutors came around defending the way she studies and the way she reviews everything and the way she have trained herself for her testings, right? And all the extra work, all the extra work that we were talked about, right? And eventually all the pages were missing, right? Were thrown into the garbage, and no way to record anything. And the way these people were saying is that if this person was part of this team, and this team, one person passed everything, all the people from the team will have the same grade. And that's how they were working the grades around, right? But it happens that the tutors were not happy, right? Because the girl was really working hard. She was putting everything she was able to. She was investing her money in the best things of her life, right? And she did not agree to have the people who never make an effort, her grades, right? And she was debating to have her records from other records which were lost for some time, because they were part of her team, right? And it's happening just all the time like that your records get stuck in somebody else's records, and eventually you don't have records, and your records are part of somebody else's. And if the other person do not report that they have the record of somebody else's, obviously you're never gonna have records. And until finally everything was clear with this girl, right? She never made the list to be promoted for the prizes of the school because the way she was feisty, right? That she always argued with authorities in regards of how things supposed to be, and she was not even hard. But really, when people are on public education and they have no way to speak up because they're receiving things the school way and the public way, or everybody had to shut up, right? And they just had to go by and take advantage of the next opportunity. And other ways, their behaviors will count as rebel, right? And that's the way it is, and no other way around. And this girl, she was counted as a person who was a little bit feisty, right? Because the things she was addressing all the time, but she was known as somebody strict, a real one who knew what she was doing. It was trustable, right? She learned her surgical techniques. She was good, and that she was not able to hang around with people not able to succeed in their surgical practices. And it happens that the people who were not happy with that she was not promoted as a medal of a generation, right? Speak up for her, right? And one of the directors, ex-directors from the school, said she has the best prize ever because she came with all of us, and this is the place where she was born. And most of the people come from all over the country, and they don't have another choice but just to come over, whether they like it or not, whether they have allergies or not, whether they have enough funds or not, right? They have to just go with whatever they had, and they have to just play by ear. And this girl, she had us. She has everything right. She has the best grades. She has the best letters ever, and she's gonna transfer right away to the specialty she chooses, right? And probably in the specialties, she's gonna show what she's capable of without any one of us, right? And that was the prize she received, right? That she was backed up by each one of them, and they help her out, and they show her the path to success. When somebody else is really needed a letter of recommendation or probably a medal of generation because they didn't have anything, right? And therefore, in this May, right, she was remembering that her mother helped her out to have all the people around her to be successful. That her mother, in the best business that she had, because she had a chain of business, was able to accommodate all the resources, and she was not able to teach her, right? And therefore she moved on to the specialty, right? And just the hard work and learning and memorizing and everything, right? She went around to graduate, and she went around to specialties, right? And we are celebrating the Mother's Day, right? Because that mother wanted to have the daughter on her side, right? Just right by the town where she could be safe, right? And graduate and be a woman and be responsible, have her clinic and have her workers to help her out in all the things she was interested, right? And we are just want to appreciate that we had serenades, in the Spanish version, right? Which is you're beautiful, right? It's a song that we wrote inspired of one man who was in love with his wife, right? and she passed away, and he was still in love, and he felt he was missing something, like he was not in peace with himself because something was not said. And he went to the psychologist to talk to the doctor because he didn't feel comfortable, and the doctor said that the word he wanted to say, he never said it. And if he wanted to go to purchase flowers, right, and to confess his love and to appreciate her and tell her, right, that she made you happy before and now, right, and put the flowers and give her a kiss and say goodbye, right, because that lady passed away, right, in the hospital. She didn't have not much of the family, and the man, just when the morning came in, he found out that she had passed away, and he was not living close to the hospital. It was really far away. He had to go to work for a living, right. Y ¿verdad? Decimos que la muchacha finalmente acabó la escuela y agradeció a su mamá que le haya dado la oportunidad de poder encontrar lugar en esa escuela de la ciudad, ¿verdad? Porque pues su mamá realmente estaba preocupada por ella, ¿verdad? Y su vida, porque ella era la única que quería ser médica. Había sido ella medalla de generación y había decidido ser médica, ¿verdad? Y decimos que le damos gracias a Dios, celebramos el Día de las Madres, y con una canción también que hemos puesto ahí en el canal, que se llama Tú eres hermosa, o You're beautiful, right? You're very beautiful. Para las mamás, ¿verdad? De la historia de un señor que él quiso siempre decirle a su esposa cuánto lo hacía feliz, ¿verdad? Tal vez era un hombre tímido, ¿verdad? Introvertido. Iba con el psiquiatra para que le ayudase a entender qué era lo que había pasado después de que había muerto su esposa. Él había visto que estaba fuerte, que estaba joven, ¿verdad? Entonces él, un día que fue al hospital, se dio cuenta que él había anunciado que ella había fallecido y que ya no se puede hacer más, y le dijo el psiquiatra que le comprara flores y que le declarara su amor y que le dijera que la ha hecho muy feliz y que todavía la sigue queriendo, y le pusiera sus flores y le diera un beso, ¿verdad? Entonces así fue como el Señor se le quitaron los nervios, ¿verdad? Y se alivió el Señor también. Entonces que esa canción es una serenata, ¿verdad? Para cantarle a las seres que lo hacen feliz, a los hombres, ¿verdad? Le canten su amor y sean románticos, y todos los días le declaren a las gentes que los ayudan y los quieren y les lavan su ropa, les dan su comida. Porque cuando ellas fallecen, luego hay ansiedad en la vida de los hombres, ¿verdad? De las mujeres también. And therefore, with that letter, with that serenade, que es el song that we have posted in the channel, we invite the people to sing, right, to their loved ones, right? How much you love them, how much you appreciate what they do for you, how they wash your clothes and fix your meals and care for you, right? Because there's no other time that you can best tell them about it. Pues we're gonna be back sometime in the future with some classes, right? Having postponed things because we were fixing the room, the conference room. Luego venimos con más clases y tutoriales, ¿verdad? No habíamos puesto nada porque estamos reparando la sala de conferencias y let us say so long, ¿verdad? And Sunset is falling asleep because it's late. She's falling asleep. Let us say so long. Vamos a decir hasta luego, ¿verdad? Porque ya se está haciendo tarde y les deseamos feliz Día de las Madres. We wish you